You know that Will R-worded me, or however y'all kind of say it on YouTube. You know that Diddy at me, and you know Charlie Mack made me suck his private part.
I don't know what the allegations are about. Literally waking up to allegations is kind of crazy. So what's bothering me is that being a celebrity sometimes comes with, like, everybody wants to be successful in a celebrity and stuff like that, but it comes with, you know, bullshit sometimes.
Sort of addictions jump. They jump around. When I was younger, I definitely think I had a addiction of some kind. Yes, that everything could be fixed by.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Or
It's the
thing.
behavior.
It's the behavior that's attached to it. Because if you want to have a lot of, that's great. But why are you having all that? That's what you gotta look at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bryshere has a mental health disorder. Okay, he is not a bad person, and something took place in a mental health aspect.
Bryshere Gray has finally opened up about what Jada and Will did to him at their Sodom and Gomorrah mansion, and the details are way more disturbing than whatever Jaguar Wright has been telling us. Get this. Whatever happened to Bryshere was because of Jada's raging obsession with messing with younger men. And what's even more shocking is that Will allowed her to have her way because he also allegedly gets his cheeks clapped by those same men after she's had her fun with them. People caught on to the demonic things they were getting up to when August Alsina accused her of getting intimate with him when he was at his lowest. At the time, folks thought he was the only victim. But apparently there are many more men, some of whom are not even famous yet. And guess what? Receipts are hinting that her son Jaden might actually be one of her victims. Now, as most of you know, Bryshere is now on OF hooking up with other men and selling his body for $2 monthly subscriptions. But it wasn't always like this. At some point, he was the most promising young black actor in Hollywood, especially after his role as Hakeem on Empire. However, things went downhill right after the show ended. And initially, people thought he was spiraling because of his raging substance addiction. But it was later rumored by some industry whistleblowers that Will and Jada allegedly had a hand in it. Apparently, Will was supposed to mentor him, but that mentorship also included non-stop substance-filled freak-offs. And by the time it ended, he wasn't the same. His career was gone, his addiction was getting worse, and he couldn't seem to stay out of trouble with the law.
To put it, this dude is going crazy, right? He's out there allegedly with male prostitutes. He's pissing in the trailer. He's acting psychotic, right?
The same thing he's doing now.
Beyond that. But this is why a show is going on. I pulled him to the side. I said, listen, I'm here to help you and so forth and so on. So he was like, all right, I feel that. He said, everybody on the set know you. Everybody seem like they love you. Okay. I want to love you because everybody else love you. I said, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But he kept acting up. And then one day I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will me. You know Diddy made me suck it. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea.
Back in July 2020, Bryshere was arrested for allegedly roughing up his wife until she lost consciousness during what was reportedly an hours-long confrontation inside their home. She managed to get away and run to a nearby filling station for help. When police showed up at his house to bring him in, he refused to come out, which escalated into a 9-hour SWAT standoff before he was finally taken into custody.
I don't live in that regular world space.
But it didn't end there. He kept getting arrested. Then, just in 2025, he was arrested and hit with misdemeanor in Chesapeake, Virginia, after allegedly going after his friend and OnlyFans collaborator Dustin "Chosen" Wilkins at a Homewood Suites hotel. He turned himself in, and luckily for him, Wilkins dropped the charges.
Bryshere has a mental health disorder. Okay, he is not a bad person, and something took place in a mental health aspect. I cannot disclose what took place. I cannot tell you the details of that. All I can tell you is that Bryshere is a friend. He is like my brother. He is someone who is dealing with some very interesting mental health issues.
New this morning, charges against a former actor from the show Empire were dismissed by a judge in Chesapeake.
And just when it seemed like things couldn't get any darker, Jaguar Wright stepped in with some deeply troubling details, alleging that Bryshere's own mother stood by and watched industry men inappropriately take advantage of him in exchange for money. She also alleged that she has a tape of Bryshere and Meek Mill running out of Jada and Will's house after a brutal freak-off.
And when I say Andy, I'm talking about Bryshere's mom. I'm gonna kick you in your pussy and I'm gonna go to work North Philly style, bitch. You and Charlie. You happy now? He's a gay star. Are you happy now, Andy? For a book that didn't sell. I hope that new husband of yours leaves you. And maybe it's time you tell your son why his father is really in jail, his biological father, for all of his life and what you had to do with it. You fucking CI.
On top of that, Bryshere apparently attempted to go after Will, Jada, and Diddy with a $50 million lawsuit. But from what's been reported, it never even made it to the filing stage. Now, as I said, Bryshere has gone 6 years without addressing any of the rumors. But he finally decided to address them a few days ago during a long TikTok live with Chosen Wilkins. Yes, the same Chosen Wilkins who dropped the charges on Bryshere, even after Bryshere attacked him. Now, Bryshere didn't directly name anyone, but it was still very telling.
Charlie coming up for this stuff because he coming up all his
You see how I get in this shit though, and it carries with me all these bad shit.
That's because you didn't know. They made you do that and then try to make you. That's why they don't want you in the country. They want you to look crazy so you don't have nothing that you can't, because so people won't believe you. But everybody already knows something ain't right. I'm gonna send you this thing from the Impressive channel, and she was talking about what Tasha K interview is. I don't know if you want to look at it, but if you don't, you
Like thug wise is who? Charlie. That keeps him that thug. Cause you know they got locked up together in Philly before.
But
you see that mugshot?
But Charlie be acting like he didn't put Bilal there, and like Bilal playing like they trying to create confusion. It's just weird to me because
Bilal's the type of
he'll do anything because he getting paid. He'll say anything, and
he been around you, so he know everything. He seen it.
He tried to black. What's amazing is that Bilal going around here, Tasha K and TMZ talking about.
Just hit me up. She just hit me up.
I know. Do you want me to do the interview for you? Do you want me to not say everything but give like to say it like that it's not coming for you, but more like, well, when me and Bryshere spilled, and I know he going.
Now this all starts with August Alsina. You see, August and Jada met through her and Will Smith's son, Jaden, in 2015. But according to August, the affair didn't start till he began having complications with his genetic liver disease. He described himself as sick all the time. By 2019, his condition had deteriorated to the point where he was hospitalized after waking up one day unable to feel his legs. This health vulnerability was actually the starting point of his bond with Jada. In June 2020, August revealed that he and Jada had been romantically involved, claiming that Will Smith gave him his blessing. Jada's rep initially flatly denied it, but once the heat got too much, she ended up admitting. And people couldn't help but wonder if she took advantage of him, because at the time of the affair, August had a lot of things going on in his life that made him vulnerable to Jada's advances.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation. Due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism, he gave me his blessing. And I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, and I truly and really, I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it. So much so to the point that I can die right now and be okay with
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided.
I was done with you.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, You know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely. The only person that could give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes.
And then there is the ongoing lawsuit between Will and the violinist Brian King Joseph, who sued Will Smith and Treyball Studios management, accusing Will of predatory behavior and deliberately grooming and priming him. Will hired Joseph in November 2024 to perform at a show in San Diego, and Joseph was subsequently invited to join the 2025 tour and play on Will's upcoming album. As their relationship grew closer, Will reportedly told Joseph, "You and I have such a special connection that I don't have with anyone else." Now, the lawsuit itself centers on an incident in March 2025 in Las Vegas. Joseph returned to his hotel room to find someone had allegedly entered it and left wipes, a beer bottle, a backpack, a bottle of HIV medication with another person's name on it, hospital discharge paperwork, and a handwritten note that read, "Brian, I'll be back no later than 5:30. Just us. Stone F." Joseph said he was afraid that whoever it was would return to his room to SA him, so he reported the intrusion to hotel security.
Getting fired or getting blamed or shamed or threatened or anything like that, simply for reporting misconduct or safety threats at work, is not okay. And I know that there's a lot of other people out there who have been afraid to speak up, and I understand. And if that's you, I see you.
A lot of people, including other celebrities, have accused Will of being gay. They even said the reason Jada gets to control him the way she does is that she knows everything about him, and he doesn't want her running her mouth on social media as she does with everything else. These rumors got worse when this video of Will saying, "Only a man knows what a man needs," as August was giving him an intimate massage. Jada was actually right there when this was happening, and she looked visibly annoyed. The whole thing was like two best friends fighting over the same man. Just take a look at this.
Only a man knows what a man needs.
Anyway, the allegations about Jada preying on these men didn't just end with August. There have been rumors about her and Will allegedly doing this to other people, including their son Jaden. In fact, Jaguar Wright was the first person to blow the whistle about this, and she had a lot to say.
You knew that your husband was doing things to boys and did stuff to your son, and you ain't do shit about it. Bilal told me everything.
They're good friend who.
Bilal told me,
Go ahead.
Jada. He told me that you knew Will was f***ing your child. Yes, he did. Wonder why he left that out of his Tasha K interview.
Yeah, in that interview, he said a lot. He said a lot.
He said everything but the thing that was important. That he know that Will Smith, Jaden, he sharing these meals, and you know it, Bilal. Now I don't give no how far in the desert you run. You'll go from a Philly nigga to a sand, they'll still get you.
He's Philly though, Jay. It's Philly.
You know,
So you believe the Dwayne Martin story that could have happened?
of course. Everybody know that shit. Everybody knew they was f***ing, just ain't nobody know Dwayne was folding him over like that, taking him to Pound Town.
One person said, "That poor kid, they ruined his life." Another person said, "I wish he would speak up and file charges. We stand with you, Bryshere. You were a child." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Jada allegedly taking advantage of Bryshere? And do you think Bryshere will actually be pressing charges? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to click here. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.